Hi everyone, welcome to a different edition of our Spider Transfer Tracker. First of all, I'm Bob Black, in for Anna Camden. And secondly, we're at the Quealy Athletic Center at Spider Hall because the rain has brought us inside a little bit. That's not going to deter this guy once he gets out on the field. He's our new place kicker, Brandon Peskin. Comes to us after a record-setting all-conference career as a Fordham Ram. Publicly, Brandon, welcome to Richmond.
Thank you.
Why'd you want to be a Spider?
You know, honestly, I just thought this was the best spot for me between academics, between football. You know, a CAA title for me was huge. I want to come to a school where, you know, they're competing every year in football, and where also I can get a great business degree to follow up my Fordham business degree as well.
All right. Why'd you want to be a kicker? Take us back in time and pretty pressure-packed position.
Yeah. Well, you know, I never really thought about the pressure until I started playing. I was always a soccer player. I was a defender. I would always take the goal kicks. I always loved the goal kicks. I used to always just kick it as far as I could, and they would always get mad at me. They said, no, you actually got to kick it to someone. So, you know, I was like, you know what, let me go to a sport where I can just kick the ball, and I don't have to run as much, and I can just kick the ball, and I can just kick it as far as I can.
Wow. All right, take us through your college career, because it started out slowly. You started at Syracuse,
yes,
alma mater of a certain broadcaster. Then you transferred to Fordham, and the first year you just kind of got your feet wet, and then the last 2 years really took off. What was that like?
So my first year at Syracuse, I was sitting behind, you know Luke Rose, a kicker, and Andre Schmidt. Really, really good kicker. You know, I got to learn from him, and, you know, a lot of my consistency is I've learned from him. You know, he was a great kicker. And so then I transferred to Fordham. I found out he was going to be there a couple more years. You know, I wanted to get on the field. Transferred to Fordham I moved in behind another veteran kicker at Fordham. Got to learn a little bit more, and then I finally got to take the ropes. You know, Coach Conlon over there at Fordham, he really put a lot of faith in me. After a slow, you know, first season there, I really got my consistency down. Started to hit the ball real well, and then my first junior season, you know, really good season, and good season for the team, good season for me, and you know, we were real high-powered offense there, so I got to kick a lot. And, you know, it really helped me for this past season as well, where, you know, I had one of my better years, or my best year, honestly, so far. And, you know, I just thought I was real consistent, and I got to really help the team last year. And we got to win a few extra games because of it.
So 2 years ago in 22, what a high-powered offense, right? I think you had 76 PATs.
Yeah,
I mean, what was that like? You were on the field all the time.
Yeah, so I actually missed my first extra point of the season. I was like pretty nervous in that first game. I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this again. So I then went on. I made 76 or 77 straight, and I broke the Fordham record for extra points in a season, and I got to break the Patriot League record for points in a season.
Yeah, great year.
So that was just a lot of fun. The whole season was a lot of fun. You know, Fordham hasn't really seen success like that, like Richmond sees every year. So it was good. It was good for us it was good for me, and it was good for the team.
All right, now the next year it was more quality over quantity. Not as many PATs, but talk about pressure-packed moments. Relive that game-winning 45-yard field goal.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, you know, I had a field goal that a lot of people don't talk about. Before that, it was a 42-yarder to tie the game with about a minute and a half left. So that was my first pressure kick of the game. I went through, I put that right down the middle. It was a rainy day, so, you know, I was really happy about that. And then we got the ball back with, I don't remember, maybe 30 seconds left, and I was like, oh, you know what, we're going to overtime. Ended up throwing the ball deep, a few plays, got the ball down there, hit a 40, and they put me in place for a 45-yarder. I'll never forget when everyone was coming up to me, they were like, come on, like, you got this. And then our head coach goes, everyone, get away from it. It really helped me to keep my mind, you know, empty. I went out there, and, you know, and I hit one of the best balls I've ever in my life hit. And, you know, I think I had that 45-yarder into the wind, into the rain. I think I made it by a good 10 yards, so.
All right, last two for you, Brandon. All kickers give credit, rightfully so, to their long snapper and their holder. What's the early relationship been like with Big Cat, Brian Catanzarite, our long snapper, and our punter from down under, your holder from Australia, Aaron Trussell?
I think that, you know, we've been getting a lot of work in recently. We've been on the field about 3 times a week. We've been getting, you know, every 6 a.m., all our 6 a.m. workouts, you know, we're on the field, we're kicking with coach. And, you know, honestly, it's been really consistent so far, and I don't think much has changed from last year to this year. If anything, I've only seen, you know, a better operation, and you know, if there ever is an issue, I feel really comfortable to talk to them and tell them what the issue is and how to get it better. So, you know, I don't think there's going to be any issues there this year. In fact, I think it might be somewhat of an improvement.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Last one is Anna's favorite question. Fun fact about you, Brandon.
Fun fact. So, me and my brother play a lot of golf. He's a college golfer at Emory. And he teaches me a lot in the game. I've never really been that good, but I finally broke 80 for the first time last time I played. So I would say that's not too fun, but it's a fun fact.
All right. Have you ever beaten him?
No, never.
Ah.
He gives me a stroke a hole. I get him sometimes.
All right, good stuff. Happy to have you as a
Thank you
Spider,
so
Brandon
much. Thank
Peskin.
you.
On our Transfer Tracker, check in next time. Anna's back with you with our next edition of Transfer Tracker.